Alright. I guess, like I said, leaving the YouTube search and ads running is a no, and they cut me off. But I think I found some cool little Usopp videos. Let's check them out.
本当にこの店か？海賊たちに連れ込まれて僕らで助けなきゃ。でも本物の海賊だぞ。焼肉にされてるかも。バカ！人を食うのは鬼ババだ。いいか、みんな覚悟を決めろよ。この戦いはウソップ海賊団結成以来の壮絶な戦いになる。ウソップ海賊団参上。何あれ？キャプテンがいないぞ。まさか。おい海賊たち、我らがキャプテンウソップをどこにやった？どこにやった？うまかった肉。肉ってまさかキャプテンを？なんだ？何をした？
お前らのキャプテンならな、食っちめって。
It's fucking hilarious. I like Jim Carrey, my favorite comedian. And Seven Deadly Sins. Maybe I'll go through some of that some other time. But yeah, One Piece, Usopp Pirates are great. This next video might show a little bit more of Usopp's background. But yeah, his dad's a member of the Redbeard Pirates, Yasop. Hopefully this next video has a little bit of the funny stuff that the big lies, the big fish, the whoppers, he likes to, his embellishments. But that's how he meets Luffy, telling big lies, trying to defend his island, which formerly he would run around and yell like, "Oh, pirates are here," probably wishing that his dad would come back, but also trying to get a rise out of the local village, scaring them, boy who cried wolf thing. I think the guy who wrote those stories, maybe some other stories, is the name that I was trying to think of before that Usopp is named after. I think his name is also related to lie or something in Japanese. But yeah, when pirates actually did show up, he turned his lying skills against the pirates by pretending that like there's a huge defense and all this stuff. He's the captain of this huge crew and they already run the island and stuff. He just tries to get out of stuff with his mouth, but it didn't work with the Straw Hats. He ended up joining the Straw Hats because some other pirates were doing some long con on this girl that Usopp liked telling stories to. She, was this sick little girl. She was rich and didn't have any friends really, was very isolated. Her parents were dead. The butler was the only one that took care of her, and Usopp would come and tell her stories. The butler turned out to be some pirate captain that faked his own death. So yeah, that long con came to a close when the Straw Hats showed up, and lucky for Usopp and Kaya, yes, Kaya, like the wheat stuff, Kaya. Got to have Kaya now. But that's the little girl's name, and yeah, the Straw Hats save the little girl from this gnarly pirate captain. And then Usopp joins the crew, and they get gifted from the rich girl, a ship, and the Going Merry is awesome. Definitely got to talk a little bit more about the Going Merry, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, next Usopp video. See what kind of backstory it drops on us.
誰あなた。
俺はウソップ。勇敢なる海の戦士だ。最近お前不幸らしいな。俺が元気の出る話をしてやるよ。
大きなお世話です。帰ってください。人を呼びますよ。
まあ気にすんなって。俺はおせっかいなんだ。ありゃ3歳の時行き倒れのクジラをおせっかいにも助けた時の話だ。
クジラ？
そうさ、でっかいクジラが喉を痛そうにしてたから口ん中入ったら餌と間違えやがった。
明日の朝だ、ジャンゴ。夜明けとともに村を襲え。
よお前らか。お前生きてたのか。
生きてた？ああ、さっき起きたんだ。ずっと寝てました、この人。そんなことよりキャプテン、話は聞きましたよ。海賊たちのことを早くみんなに話しましょう。
みんなに話す。
最低。
うるせえ、いつも大嘘つきやがって。
あんたがお屋敷のクラハドールさんくらい誠実なら信じるけどね。
いつもの嘘に決まってんだろ。あの羊の野郎ムカつくんで海賊にしてやろうと思ったんだよ。
麦わらのお兄ちゃんもキャプテンの差し金か。
どうした？
俺、ちょっとキャプテンを軽蔑するよ。俺も、僕もだ。いくらあの羊が嫌な奴でも、キャプテンは人を傷つけるような嘘を絶対つかない男だと思ってた。僕たち、本当にキャプテンを尊敬してたのに。キャプテン見損なっちゃった。俺も帰ろうぜ。あ、晩ご飯の時間だ。おかずは何かな。
So obviously, well, I guess not super obvious, but that caretaker Kura, whatever, was the pirate that he was talking about, and he just lied to those kids because, his flashback. I don't know if I have to explain it. You just saw it, He tried to warn everyone, and it's the boy who cried wolf thing. He didn't want to drag those kids into it, and so yeah. I think those kids might have been lying to him though, too, in their response, believing him, because I think they come to his aid later, anyways, help save the girl. But yeah, Usopp. His power is to lie. I mean, there's also some cool other stuff. He's a sniper. I'll look for the next video. I'm going to take a bathroom break and hopefully have some videos lined up.
これが世界だ。
So I found out, I think that the reason why I keep getting cut off isn't necessarily the search engine or the ads. It's because of my hotkeys for the live stream. So when I type in the search bar, if I use an E, it ends the stream. And that's why when I search for Usopp shoots this flag, using the S brought me back from the be right back screen. But more you know. Taking a bathroom break. So this might be one of my favorite scenes in the entire show. Here we go. It's like right in the middle of the show. It's like, I don't even know what episode. But actually, this is straight from Crunchyroll's YouTube channel. So, Crunchyroll. Trying to make it so that I can't even show people the picture. It was like showing the subtitles and the sound, but it didn't have any of the picture. It's like reading an audiobook or something. It's supposed to be a graphic novel, man. Graphic. Here we go. Thank you, Crunchyroll, for putting this clip on YouTube.
これが世界だ。盾つくにはお前らがどれほどちっぽけな存在だか分かったか。この女がどれほど巨大な組織に追われてきたか分かったか。
ロビンの敵はよく分かった。ソゲキング。あの旗撃ち抜け。
了解。新兵器巨大パチンコナオカブト、その威力とくと見よう。視察ファイヤーバードスタ
まさか。
完了。やりやがった。あいつら旗への攻撃の意味が分かってんのか。海賊たちが世界政府に宣戦布告しやがった。正気が貴様ら全世界を敵に回して生きられると思うなよ。
望むところだ。
So yeah, that was actually before the crew gets split up and Luffy is on his own trying to save his brother in that Paramount war against the world government. That was just the crew saving Robin, Nico Robin, and Frankie. That we saw a little bit of the aftermath of that when Luffy was getting knocked around by his grandpa. It's also a moment where he gets to meet Kobe again, and it's kind of a cool little reunion. But yeah, that was a pretty sweet part of the show. Like the water train and everything. I think we'll get more into that when we get to Frankie. But Usopp was Soge King, obviously. Luffy's so gullible. I don't know if he's acting or not, but he's just like doesn't even think twice about it. He's like, this guy's Soge King, it's not Usopp. The reason why he's in disguise as Soge King is because Usopp left the crew for a little bit. Him and Luffy got into it over the ship. They originally wanted to fix their ship up, the one that they got from that girl back at Usopp's original town, and they wanted to fix it up because they've sailed so far with it. They went over a mountain with it. They flew up to got blasted up to a cloud, sailed around a cloud mountain, fell back down to the ocean from the cloud mountain. The ship was falling apart. Usopp was trying to do repairs. He's a mechanic. He builds all kinds of cool stuff. Like he built Nami's original weapon, little weather tacked or pole thing. Nami's a bit of a little weather witch. The red-haired navigator, but yeah, he's not a shipwright. Even though he's a great mechanic, he puts tools together pretty well. He tried to keep the ship together, but they stop at an island of shipwrights, and the best shipwrights in the world supposedly tell them they can't fix the ship. It's the I forget what they call it, the main piece of wood that runs down the center of the bottom of the ship, once that's broken, it's like you just have to build a whole new ship, like, because that's where it all starts. So you don't replace that. Like, you can't really, if you take that part off, like, it all falls apart, it unravels. It's like you have to start from that part. So that's supposed to be the strongest part of the ship. The ship basically was like dead. It was like they rolled in, like with angels holding it together. And Usopp wasn't happy about that news. None of the crew was. They were pretty attached to the Going Merry, but Usopp a little more than the rest, and got into a fight with Luffy and left the crew and came back disguised as Soga King, to help Robin and whatever Usopp's thing is. He did eventually show his face again and apologize and rejoin the crew as Usopp. I actually want to look up some video about the Going Merry, see if I can show you guys some cool stuff about that, because that was a great ship. Rest in peace, Going Merry. s1e1 is also a great ship. Their new ship that they're on right now. And Frankie's a great shipwright. He's the one who built it. It's like his dream ship that he built, just like his, the guy who taught him before him built a dream ship and ended up being sailed by the Pirate King. Hopefully Luffy will accomplish the same. So, yeah, the thousand Sunny is great, but I'm gonna look up something about the Going Merry, and then I think there's only one little thing left. Usopp, I mean, he has a lot of great funny moments, but there's, other than Soge King, there's another alias that he's famously known for. So let me see if I can pull up some Going Merry and some God Usopp stuff for us.